I call forth the presence of Mother Gaia, the ancient earth, and the wisdom of my higher self. May these messages flow in truth, love, and clarity for the highest good of all beings. I welcome the watchers of the soil, the whispers of the wind, the fire of soul, and the cleansing waters. This reading is a sacred ceremony. May it reach the ones who need it, and so it is. Hi guys, welcome to today's reading. So we're starting off with a beautiful message from Mother Gaia for our rebirth, the rebirth of my channel, okay, a new birth. So we are going to be looking into the question of why were you born on earth now? Okay, what is the reason that you are here right now on earth in this lifetime, your purpose, your mission, the reason. Okay, so on the screen you have three different kinds of trees. Okay, so choose your pies intuitively.
Hello, group ones. Welcome to your reading. We will first roll the astro dice to get some zodiac signs. If your sign doesn't pop up, don't worry, it's just extra confirmation for your group, okay? We have Scorpio. No, actually, that's Virgo. I'm always confused between Scorpio and Virgo. We have Cancer. Cancer again. And then we have Libra. Let me just check whether that's Scorpio or Virgo. That was definitely Virgo. Okay, so yeah, let's just get into your reading. Yes, so we're gonna be asking Mother Gaia, spirit guides, and divine the reason why you were born here on earth right now. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled oracles, and we're going to first address the oracles. So the very first oracle that you have is, wow, the number 17. I love the lotus, like I love lotus. Even before reading what's written down here, I first want to address the imagery that is this woman wearing this very bluish tone robe or a dress something, and her standing on a lotus, and then the lotus above. Okay, wow, nice. So group ones, wow, excuse me, you are very powerful, and I'm getting this feeling that maximum of you, okay, like you don't even realize how powerful you are or what your gifts are. And it is absolutely fine, because in today's world it is very difficult, especially in spirituality, to find your way to even get authentic knowledge. Okay, what I'm seeing here is your throat chakra is very connected to your heart. It's almost as if you have a lot to say. Okay, you have a lot to say. These two points over this woman's head indicates crown chakra activation, and the 11th sorry, the eighth and ninth chakra activation as well. You have a lot of information. You feel as if you have a lot to say, but for some reason that is being blocked. And the reason it is feeling as if your throat chakra is blocked, or you're unable to say what you really meant, or to find the words to explain what you're feeling, spiritual aspects, is because your chakras are not aligned, especially your upper chakras, starting from your heart chakra till the 11th chakra. Okay, they are not in alignment. Okay, you have to bring those in alignment first, or at least try to balance all the upper chakras. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter if we align, or if we do hundreds of meditations in a day to align our upper chakras, until unless our lower chakras are balanced and aligned, the upper chakras won't. So it's okay. I do feel you guys are entering slowly into an awakening phase, where you're awakening to your true authentic self. You might be feeling suddenly out of the blue that everything in the world is just illusion. Nothing lasts forever, nothing is permanent. You are a spirit, you are a soul, and basically like having a spiritual awakening kind of symptoms. So just relax. You don't have to think a lot about it. Okay, you don't have to think a lot about it. um I did mention, like in my rebirth video, that if you stick to my channel, I'm not saying for you to stick with my channel, but through my channel, me giving a rebirth, a reintroduction to the channel, I will be helping everyone I possibly can, mainly the collective, to help them ascend and understand their ascension journey. So, in the future, okay, this is a surprise. I'm not gonna reveal it, but yeah, just trust the process. Don't be hard on yourself. Okay, you're just entering a spiritual awakening process, and one advice that I can give you is, don't Google too much, okay, or don't go searching for answers too much outside, because after a point, those Googled answers, those chat GPT answers are just gonna confuse you and mess up your head, and you will be lying down with so much information and confusion without any direction to go. Okay, so there's that. Now, reading the messages. Okay, so we have, my thoughts are empowering and loving. Wow, wow, this is such a powerful message. Now, getting into your actual question as to why you were born here on earth. Okay, right now, the big reason is that you're here to speak. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm actually so very sorry if you heard those screams and things. Okay, so very sorry about that. Yeah, my thoughts are empowering and loving. This is very powerful. One of the reason you came here, or one of your purpose, one of your missions, is to speak up, and not just, here's the thing, not speaking up in an unconscious manner, but being conscious and then speaking up your truth, then speaking up realities that are gonna help people. What I mean by that is, the reason you have such an overactive throat chakra, or you feel as if you want to say so many things, you're connected to your heart, you want to speak your heart out, but you're unable to do so. You might have went through many traumas regarding your heart chakra, your throat chakra, where you were, you didn't receive love, or you were shunned out. You were told to not speak up too much, you were told to not say anything about something, and those blockages or those traumas created a block of your crown chakra as well. And so you might even be feeling disconnected from religion or spirituality, but you're slowly starting to believe in all those things. It is because the chakras, again, like I said, you're above upper chakras are activating, and one of your missions is to download the information that you're receiving, to channel those information and to spread out in the world. It's almost like spreading positivity and spreading, um how to say, the truths of life is what I'm hearing. Your throat chakra is magically blessed. You're here to speak up. You're here to, it's almost like being a prophet. Not actually a prophet, but, and this is the reason why you're currently going through a spiritual awakening, because you have to go through a spiritual awakening, an entire ascension process, clear up all your chakras, and ready your human vessel to receive the downloads, to receive the codes that the universe has for you, to remember who you are. You might even be a shaman, or you might feel connected to shamans, ancestors, and it's almost this feeling I get from you. There's so much unsaid things. Even you could be someone who hears the winds. Like you might hear nature speak to you, but then you question it whether you're actually hearing nature speak, or it's just your illusion and you're being delusional, you're creating imaginary things. No, you're not creating imaginary things. You're actually a medium or a tool through which the nature speaks to you. And by you actually being conscious of it, after going spiritual awakenings, shedding all the old self, healing your traumas, wounds, etc., you become the vessel that Gaia uses to send her messages, Gaia uses to heal others, Gaia uses to tell people the truth. But here's the thing, you have to collapse your ego permanently for that. Okay, that is the one big reason, is to spread peace, positivity, and love through your mouth, through your capacity to speak, through your throat chakra, by connecting your throat to your heart chakra and heart and throat to your crown chakra. Okay. Another thing, we have pleasure with number 39. Okay, nice. You know what's actually like, really feel good seeing this card here. But one of the biggest missions for you here is to actually enjoy human life, to actually be happy, to actually experience greatness the life has to offer. And I will even say to actually experience luxury. But, I hear people saying, how am I supposed to experience luxury when I don't even have money? I don't even get money. I don't even know how to earn money. So here's the thing, I know it is very difficult to understand, but I won't be telling you. In the very beginning, I too didn't trust it. I too was in my ego and in my head a lot, like a few years ago. But now, when I have actually went through it, I have actually felt it, experienced it. And so I'm telling you guys, the reason we don't have luxury, we don't have wealth, or we don't attract money, we don't attract abundance, is because we don't believe in it, and we are not living in alignment to our soul. Okay, and this is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Because the biggest code, or the biggest pill, magic potion, or key to unlock abundance is by aligning ourselves to our soul. When we totally align ourselves to our soul, we are one with our soul, we live in unity consciousness, abundance just comes our way. And I'm not joking. And biggest thing here is, you are here to experience the luxury. You are here to go to five-star restaurants, resorts, stay, travel, enjoy bathtubs, spas. not worrying about money, money, money. And I feel you have been initiated. It's either the last half of 2024 or the beginning of 2025, you have been very strongly initiated in a spiritual awakening. This is why, because now the universe is slowly taking everything in its own hands. Now you are, whether you want it or not, you are being aligned to your soul so that you can fulfill your mission. Gone is the time when universe gave us free will, especially to the light workers, to people who carry a purpose in this world. Gone are the times when we were like, oh yeah, that's free will. No. Now universe has taken charge, and we will be experiencing strong purges, strong awakenings to let go of the old, to shed the old. Okay, Pluto just moved into Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, the new earth, the heaven on earth. So you will be letting off those things, and yeah, you will enjoy pleasure, you will enjoy luxury. Okay, then let's see. You have balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. See, this is what I meant, that despite, like, you don't even have to ask, or you don't even have to invoke your spirit guides to help them balance. Universe is doing it. You are here for a mission. You are meant to do very important things. Okay, some of you could be really good singers, poets, or just using your writing skills or voice some way. So another big purpose that you are born here in this lifetime here on earth is to bring balance in. You might have been brought up in an environment where there was no balance, and that disbalance could be in anything. Disbalance in the masculine and feminine, male and female. Okay, respect, love, just you have always been around situations, circumstances, and environment where you only saw injustices, imbalances happening, not equal respect, not equal love, etc. But you are here to restore that balance, and this is a very big purpose, I'm telling you. Restoring balance is one of your biggest purpose, and in a way you will be using your throat chakra. You will be speaking. For some of you, you could be public speaking, you could be being a spiritual podcaster, you will be giving spiritual sermons, or lectures that, I don't know, like those pretend to be babas or pretend to be prophets are doing on YouTube. But you're going to be the actual deal. Okay, you're not gonna be like those fake influences, but you're actually gonna channel in the truth. You will be connecting to Mother Nature more, or you're being very drawn to connect to nature more. You just wanna, leave your work, studies, family, and just settle down between nature. Like, if somebody gave you a chance to, leave everything for 1 billion and settle down in a forest, you're gonna take it. You're here to restore balance between the masculine and feminine, between nature and humanity. Okay, and your mission could be as big as just striking these balances, speaking your truth, speaking positivity, love, and peace in your household. Because everything starts from home, every single thing starts from home. So even if you are not like, even if you don't get a stage or something, even if you don't speak it to 1,000 people, you speaking them to even one of your family member is going to change the entire future. Because let me just give you an example. After me entering into spirituality years ago, although it was just my mother and my sister in the beginning, but now slowly I see my entire family changing. And I'm telling you, I come from an Orthodox Indian Hindu family, okay, where males are valued more. Okay, so I see changes happening, and because my relatives are changing, my close relatives, like my first cousins, are being influenced by my spirituality, they are now treating their children much better. The reason I'm explaining this to you is because I want to make you understand that even if you manage to change one person's mindset, one person's, you know, entire life, it's gonna affect the future as a whole and in a majority. You don't have to speak to 100 people, out of which only, you know, two people actually listen. Only one is fine. Okay. Then we have the number 12. A change I told you, a change in the wind. It's almost giving me that you are here to change how things were happening. It's almost like breaking those superstitions, breaking those orthodox beliefs, and actually questioning it. But here's the thing, you need to strike balance, and you need to be able to differ between what your ego is trying to prove and what is actually being shown and being guided by your spirit and Mother Gaia. Okay, you don't, like, you might have always been a rebel or someone who questions traditions and rituals, but here's the thing, just questioning those rituals and traditions without having right knowledge, without having a proper awakened consciousness, without you even having or you even being capable of, you know, providing something or guiding people into the right direction, is just our ego trying to prove themselves. It's just egoistic. But you are actually here to master over your ego, master over your mind, and actually lead people into the right direction, get them out of their superstitious things. You are here to change the wind. You are here to change the direction of how things were going. Because the way, and it is very clear, the reason you are here to change the direction is because the direction they are going is not correct or isn't suitable for the upcoming times. Okay, and also there's this very huge message coming through that you are being guided and supported in every single second and every single step of your life, so you need not worry about anything. Wow, this is actually a spirit card, and we have the master number 44. Some of you could be in a twin flame journey. If not, that's just fine. Guidance of the zebra. I am patient and wait for the whole story to unfold before judging it. Oh my god, I'm so happy this card is here because it just summed up everything I said. So, what? Here's the thing I really want to tell you guys, that if you speak before getting the entire picture, if you speak before having an entire spiritual awakening, because I have seen like 98% of people, they think they are having a spiritual awakening, they open a YouTube channel and they start talking rubbish. You might, or your ego might be, you know, very tempted to do that, but it is not why you're here. Because if you do so, here's the thing, if you do so, if you try talking rubbish, and instead of, you know, using your conscious brain, instead of using the unity consciousness, you use your ego to speak things, it is actually going to create more blockages and disbalance in your life, and you will start seeing disharmony in your life. So, for a while, the biggest advice is to be quiet and to just observe, not to react. When in major spiritual awakening or just entering in spiritual awakening, it's very easy and common to be feeling very ungrounded, all over the place, irritated. But I'm telling you, be quiet. Being quiet and being observing is the greatest blessing that we can do to ourselves and to our soul. Okay, another thing I'm just gonna tell you, if you still are in the judgment energy where you're judging others, oh my god, she said this, she's like this, oh my god, they did this, they're like this, you haven't even started your journey yet, and you have a long way to go. Because you have to come into a position where you are in unity consciousness, where you no longer judge anyone, where you no longer use good and bad, right and wrong. That is the time you're gonna know that you are ready to, you know, use your throat chakra and be a vessel to Mother Gaia. Okay, so thank you, Mother Gaia. Please reveal me through tarot cards. Why are my, okay, Page of Wands? You're here to create. You're here to create regarding nature. We have the Page of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Temperance. Mhm. Temperance here again is saying to be patient, and Eight of Swords is self-limiting beliefs. Oh my god, like I didn't realize I kept the Eight of Swords just below the change in the wind. The self-limiting beliefs, the toxic cycles of a society and our family, the way it has been built, it has been functioning. We are here to change that. But you first have to rise above all of those things. You first have to heal yourself. Okay, this is what I mean. Like, you first have to heal yourself. Okay, a lot. Do inner work, shadow work, inner child healing, subconscious healing, etc. To even come into the position where you can receive the downloads and channelings. Okay, and you have the power to do so. You are slowly being led to a newer beginning. You're slowly being led to a much more spiritual life. You can even feel yourself drifting away from the material world and into the spiritual world or into the world of mysticism. This is you being initiated. Page of Wands is here again confirming that you have been initiated. It's either a month ago or I feel the beginning of 2025. The more spiritually you align yourself, the more you enter into spirituality, the more you will see the actual self of your soul, and there will be a breakthrough with the Ace of Wands. There is something big that the universe has planned for you. Page of Pentacles, yes, I wanted to clarify the Ace of Wands. There is something big the universe has planned for you, but you at least have to, get away from the material world for some time, or like, at a certain level, coming up from the material at a certain level, and then things will start unfolding for you much faster. And bottom of the deck we have the Hermit. If you are being isolated, or if you are finding yourself being alone, secluded, please don't worry about that. You're just being initiated. You're just entering the phase where you are starting to remember yourself, where you're starting to remember your mission. Okay, so thank you so much, Pile Ones. I hope this gave you some sort of clarity. If it did, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, all of my highest vibrations and love to you. Bye. Hello, group twos. Welcome to your reading. So, we will be looking guidance and messages from Mother Gaia for the reason as to why you are born here on earth right now. Okay, why are you here? Your purpose, your mission, the reason you are here. Okay, so we're gonna first roll astro dice to see some potential zodiac signs in our group, in our pile. And if your zodiac doesn't pop up, it's fine, it's absolutely okay. It is just for extra confirmation. Okay, always go with your intuition rather than anything or anyone else. So we have Cancer, Capricorn, oops, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer again. Nice. Okay. What should I start with first? Let's start with your tarot. Okay. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. Please show me the reason that my pile twos, my group twos are here on earth right now. Why are they here on earth right now? These are a lot of cards. Okay, the initial message that I'm getting straight with the Knight of Swords is that you're here to lead something. Okay, you're here to lead something. You're here to pave way for something. The world, yes. This is regarding collective, and it's not just about you. In this group, I feel there are many people who just assume or who believe and think that the spiritual process that they're going through and the spiritual mission that they have is only for themselves. No, it's not. It is actually not. Some of you could be in a twin flame connection, and if not, there's a strong soulmate spiritual connection or a partner. Okay, I have the Queen of Cups. Wow, wonderful. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Queen of Wands first and foremost. One of the biggest things, or the first things that you have to actually do here on earth, is to actually come into your power, come into this sovereign place, sovereign position. And with the bulls being here, this is again heavy Taurus energy. Queen of Wands talks about someone who is sovereign, who is in a power, who is confident, who knows what she wants, who knows where she's going. She knows the direction and she's very attractive. And Queen of Wands isn't always attractive because she's good looking, but her energy is magnetic. Wands represents the fire element, and fire element automatically and naturally attracts. Okay, it is very attractive if we talk about the fire element zodiac signs. So, the first and foremost thing that you have to be doing is to actually coming into wholeness in yourself, is to actually being very confident in yourself and not just faking the confidence. Okay, you have to be whole and complete. You have to be confident in order for you to actually step into your spiritual journey, because your spiritual mission is something that requires confidence, that requires immense strength and courage from within. Knight of Swords here talks about you leading something, you leading the world into a completely different pathway. You're here to shift something. Oracle cards are going to clarify more, but you're here to shift something. You're here to shift the consciousness and the entire collective from being selfish, from being individual, into being and living as a community. Okay, living as a connected consciousness, and to really bring in peace with each other. But here's the thing, you cannot spread peace until unless the peace is within you. You have a very strong connection to nature or Mother Gaia with the world card being here. You could be fixed sign as well. And with the lovers also being here, either it's your twin flame or it's your strong soulmate. Okay, a soulmate that you are spiritually connected with and you have had past lives. So it's not you alone doing this work, but you have a partner or a companion or a soul ally. And I just want to add, just because I mentioned twin flame and just because you think your toxic karmic relationship resonates with that of twin flame symptoms, does not mean you are a twin flame. Twin flame is a very sacred connection. Okay, so please don't go looking out on YouTube's after this video. Have you met your twin flame? How to know they are your twin flame? Because if they really are, you will know. Your soul will know. Your soul will lead. Yeah, not everyone, 98% of the people on planet Earth believes they have met their twin flame, when in reality they have not. They are just in a toxic and karmic loop. But you're here actually, okay, just by talking about twin flames, I got this message for you. You're here to evolve the community and the consciousness as a whole. You are here to help their mindset progress towards spirituality more and help them ascend. Some of you either have a social media following or you will soon be meeting your community, where with the Queen of Cups being here, The only Here's the thing, okay, the biggest help that you can do, or the biggest thing that you can do to serve Mother Earth or to fulfill your mission or purpose is to just be you, just to be in a healed position, into a balanced state of being and a conscious state of living. Okay. This is only what I'm getting with the tarot. Let's jump into the oracle to learn more. Okay. Wow, we have the number 22 with blessed. Oh my god, I just heard just you being present in the world is a blessing to them. Again, so here's the thing, if you currently are right now in a very toxic, in a very narcissistic, or in a very lower frequency, you just have to raise your vibration and just be your true authentic self, because not everybody is here to, like, not all missions and purpose involves fighting a battle, going in the battlefield, and being president and making changes. No, just by us being conscious, us being spiritually aligned and awakened, shifts our environment, shifts our vibration, and along with all these stuff, it shifts the vibration of the people around us, of the environment we live in. And this is why near positive people, near highly awakened and conscious people, we feel really good because they automatically possess it. So it's not much of you have to do, or you're here to find something from outside, or battle something, have a fight, have a war. You just have to find the inner light within, inner fire within, and to hold it. It's almost like, oh my god, it's actually hot, but the candle is hot. But I'm trying to say is burn your light and keep it burning for others. Be a way shower, a path shower, or a guiding light to others by holding your light, by holding your pillar of light in alignment, holding yourself in alignment, holding yourself into balance. Okay, and there's nothing much you have to do, because you just being in that positive state of mind, you will repel the negative forces, you will repel the evil forces, forces that are trying to, demonic forces that are trying to influence the world that we're currently living in, because your positive energy, your awakened consciousness is going to repel them. And the more you are awakened, the more you're conscious, you will take steps regarding it. You will stop being judgmental, you will stop judging people, you will stop passing comments, and you will actually start helping people. Okay, it's almost that just being you. Some of you could be light worker, a way shower light worker as well. And even if you are not a light worker or something, you don't have to be, especially, okay, there's no difference. But what I'm trying to say is, even a single matchstick burning in a dark cave is enough to spread light. Okay, not enough to, kill the entire darkness, but at least we have a start. At least there exists no darkness in one particular place completely. So you just have to be here, and you're very lucky. I'm just telling you, whoever you are with, whichever family you are in, you're just so lucky and blessed that people just having you in their life makes their life worthwhile. But given the fact, or given the circumstances, that you are not in a negative, toxic, or narcissistic position, or you are not vibrating from a lower frequency. Okay, then we have transformation. Wow. I'm just telling you, I know I said in the beginning, it's not about individual spiritual journey, but here's the thing. You have to transform yourself individually. You have to get out of this place where you consider yourself as something, because we are not something, we are nothing. Okay, we are nothing and we are no one. When you individually come into that place, you will start spreading or influencing or emitting such vibrations around your environment, and that will force the environment, the people near you, to change, shift and transform into being their highest version, into being their highest self. And also, I do want to mention, the lovers with the name doesn't always mean a lover or lover. The lover's card actually means options, higher self, future self, judgments, etc. So the lovers is also coming out very strongly as you merging with your higher self. You no longer wanting to be higher self, but being, actually being at. So what I mean by that is you not chasing your higher self. You could be currently right now and I want to be my highest self. I want to be my highest self. Yes, but you have to come into a place where you no longer chase being your highest self, but actually be your highest version, be your highest aligned self. That is what is going to transform other people just by triggering them. Like I said, positive, awakened and conscious beings just repel and trigger others, and you don't trigger or repel them because there's something wrong with you, but actually there are darkness in them. And when you hold your light within, you fill yourself with divine love and light, you automatically will clear out and cancel out the darkness. And you don't have to be harsh or rude to do that. I'm just telling you. You don't have to go and tell people that you have this darkness. That is not your job. Your job here is to hold your light. Find your light, hold it, and be that pillar of light for everyone. Be that street lamp. Okay, and not going behind people, or even, this is why I said getting out of this place where you stop judging, where we recognize that we are one consciousness, and not finding faults in others. Then we have number 19. I focus my thoughts on abundance and gratitude. Yes, this is talking about shifting your mindset and focus into abundance mindset and a gratitude mindset. Again, this is just being a very positive person. You just have to be the sunlight or the street lamp or the pillar of light. Okay, and everything else that you're wanting in life, you're just going to manifest it. Happy family, happy future, a stable life, you're gonna manifest it all. But like I said, you, because see, not everybody is spiritually awakened, or not everybody has kundalini awakenings, ascension process, etc., and they're not meant to be. We are all here different egos, we all have different karmas. Okay, we are here to do our job. So you don't specifically have to go through a very major spiritual awakening like others do. By others, I mean, like, people having really strong surges of spiritual awakening, kundalini ascension, etc. You don't necessarily have to be that. You just have to realize the darkness within, the shadow within, heal it and be that light. Be into this mindset. And you know how gratitude works in manifestations. When we are grateful for even the tiniest of things, when I'm grateful for even this single little candle, universe gives me 10 folds. Okay, this shifts my vibration into a very higher frequency. You just have to raise your vibration and do nothing. You don't have to public speak, you don't have to preach something. Just being your highest version. Okay, and then we have the number 39. When I flow with my energy, I flow with the energy of life. See, you are the ones, it almost feels like you are the hidden worker, or you are the hidden because You have to do work behind the scenes more than on the stage. What I'm trying to say is there are people like Sadhguru, okay, Sadhguru, Premanandji Maharaj, that are on the social platforms, who are, vocally, publicly on the stage, coming and helping people to evolve and ascend and transcend. Yours is more behind the scenes, where you just have to focus on yourself. You just, like, how we have macro and microeconomics, you have microeconomics on your hands, and Sadhguru and Premanandji Maharaj have macroeconomics on their hands. You have to focus on your little inner circle, your environment, your family, your friends, your children, your husband, your family. Okay, and first and foremost, you come. You have to focus on yourself, you have to change yourself. Just you being your highest version is going to help Mother Gaia, because you will stop being a narcissistic, you will stop being a negative person, a lower frequency person, you will stop polluting Mother Earth, you will stop emitting those negative frequencies inside you, you will stop feeding those demonic frequencies, those demonic influences, and by you stopping them, you also stop the environment and people around you. It starts with only one person. Okay. Wow. Wow. You have Archangel Michael, you are protected. This is definitely that. Here's the thing, my love. You are a very important key in today's ascension journey. I am telling you. Okay. You are someone without whom the whole ascension process, or the whole work that Sadhguru and Premanandji Maharaj are doing, will go to waste, will go in vain, because they are looking at macro. Okay, they don't have control over micro, but you do. You are under Archangel Michael's protection, you are under Archangel Michael's bubble. He's keeping you under him, he's keeping you under his army, or under his community, or the souls that he is supposed to guide, the souls he's supposed to look after. And just imagine how powerful you must be. You are protected, but here's the thing, you have to do it hidden. You know how there are FBIs and CBIs going undercover. You have to do a lot of work being undercover. And I'm not saying you have to publicly sit and meditate, or even post that I'm meditating. You can have a job, you can go after your goals, your materialistic thing, and still be detached. You could be worshipping Mahadev, Hanumanji, Mahakal, or Krishna ji, Radha Krishna. Okay. You don't have to go all sadhu like. You just raising a again, the biggest mission for you. Okay, see, us that we are doing work on a macro level, we need the micro people to hold that. Imagine if we are, okay, imagine, this is a silly example, but I don't have any other example. A shed, okay, a shed forming. Excuse me, guys, my throat just. Yeah, imagine a shed. Okay, we shed, the upper floor. People doing work at macro level are like that shed, protecting from the upper. But even for that shed to stand, we need columns. Okay, we need pillars, and those pillars and columns are the people who are working at a micro level. You don't have to, like, go full sadhu, sannyasi, keep chanting every single day, or, doing big events. You just focusing on your spiritual life, on your religious life, is going to impact so many people. Just imagine, doesn't matter who you are, male or female. You're gonna give birth to a family. You are basically shaping the future. And if you heal, if you change your mindset, and once you do it, you will help your children to do that, you will help your husband, your family to do that. It only takes one right person in the family to change the entire generation and to change the entire future. It just takes one flame, and you have to find that within you. Then we have number 12. With guidance of the frog, I embrace my voice and honor life's transitions. Yes. Voicing your truth, voicing your belief. Even if, again, for many of you, I'm getting this at a very micro level. Even if you want to share good things that are going to help people spiritually, motivationally, and religiously, whatever that is, even just preaching or sharing the teachings of your particular religion, even just to your family is going to help. Just to your family is going to help. Because let's imagine you change yourself, and through you change. Okay, you are A, you shift into a higher consciousness, into a higher frequency, and you help B and C to shift as well. Those B and C are gonna help three more people. Okay, so you see the chain that's happening. It's almost like a ripple effect. So you just have to be that. You just have to voice yourself. And for some of you, I'm hearing you singing artis, or singing devotional songs, bhakti songs, or songs related to God. Even just you being positive and spreading positivity, because you, even when faced with negativity, hatred, and jealousy, you don't reply it back by doubling down on hatred and jealousy. So you don't keep that toxic demonic cycle on. You cut it off by positivity. Okay, and when you do that, like when we keep responding to negativity with positivity, the negativity will eventually stop. It has to. There's no other way, because our consciousness, or the person who is spreading negativity and toxicity, that person's consciousness will grasp it. Its subconscious will start seeing the patterns, and they will change. What most people don't understand is you cannot fight hatred, jealousy, envy, and those negative vibrations and feelings by giving negativity, by giving hatred. You can only replace hate by love. Okay, final messages for you. 10 of Pentacles, you're supposed to have it all. 10 of Pentacles literally talks about you having a brilliant career, a happy family, kids, supportive family, great in-laws, basically having all, having what a human being desires, being in this matrix illusion Maya. And 4 of Pentacles literally confirms that keeping it to yourself. Yes, you might have the opportunity to expand whatever you have to preach, whatever you have learned, whatever you have said, but it not might be in lakhs and lakhs of numbers. It might not be a size of concert. Okay, we have the death, a double transformation, Scorpio energy, death. This told you, son, you have to kill your old self. You have to, oh my god. 10 of Pentacles and 3 major arcanas. The sun is talking about you becoming your son. You reclaiming your power, you knowing what you are, you knowing who you are. Just reclaiming your own power, reclaiming your own light is going to shift everything. But for that we have death here. Releasing of your ego, releasing of your wounds, stopping to give to those negative lower frequencies. And then see how the destiny shifts for you. You are here to shift the destiny, shift Mother Earth, moving towards the new age, towards heaven on earth, behind the scenes. You know what? Actually, I'm being very honest. People who work behind the scenes work more than people who work on the stage. Like they have more, because at a macro level, like it's not difficult, but micro it really is. Micro it really is. Managing a building of 60 floors from just a building viewpoint, that okay, yeah, I have to just look after the building and its structure, and managing the buildings inside, like the entire 60 floors, the rooms, etc., is different. And managing inside at the macro level, the floors, the rooms, the cleaning, is more difficult than managing it at a macro level. And you have, I'm telling you guys, I know what it feels like working at a macro, but now I realize, thank you guys for making me realize how much work you guys do at a micro level. Premananji Maharaj and Sadhguru, they work at a macro level, fine, but we are the ones who hold it. Okay, we are the ones who bring the light we receive from them, the knowledge we receive from them down on earth, work on it, and to really anchor it. Okay, to really anchor it and to spread. Okay, it's almost like the people who give just, decisions and orders for war. Okay, like the heads sitting, the government officials just sitting and giving out orders for war, and people who are actually fighting the war, the ones who are actually fighting the war have a lot to do. I mean, a lot. And without you guys, our work is incomplete, our work will never be done. So you guys are very, very important. Group 2s, pile 2s are very, very important. You're very important for me. Even me doing this reading is making me feel so fortunate and honored that I was able to connect with one of you. Even one of you is fine for me, let alone connecting with two or threes. Thank you so much. Okay, you mean a lot to me, you mean a lot to us. Without you, our work as a collective will never be done. Okay, you help us to really anchor in the heaven on earth, the new age. Okay, so thank you so much, my dear group twos, my dear pile twos. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please do show me appreciation and your love, care, support by liking, sharing, even commenting and letting me know what you felt, what you realized. I would love to hear about it. Like, you are even allowed to write long paragraphs and stories. I would love to read that. Okay, and please, if you could join my channel, join with me. I will love to have you with me within my community. Let's build a community together. Okay, so until next time, all of my highest vibrations and love to you. Bye bye. Hi, my dear group threes. Welcome to your reading. Let's see guidance and messages from Mother Gaia as to why you are here on earth right now. What is the purpose and the mission of your incarnation? Why were you born here on earth right now at this very moment? Okay, let's see. We will first look into the tarot, and even before, sorry, the oracle, and even before that, we will be looking into the astro dice to get some zodiacs. If you don't get your zodiac, if your zodiac doesn't pop up, it's absolutely fine. The zodiac is just for extra confirmation. Okay, we have Aries, Capricorn, Gemini, Sagittarius, one last, and we have Capricorn again. Libra. Okay, so let's see your pre-shuffled oracles as to what is the reason why were you born here on earth right now. Wow. Okay, okay, I like it. I like it. You have the observer and no place like home. You might be drawn to pile 2 as well. If you did, I would highly suggest to listen to pile 2. So let's talk about it. We have the 49 and 50 card coming out together. My goodness, I just want to tell you guys, I love you so much. Like, if I could, I would give you a big hug. I would say, I love you so much, and just, cry tears of joy and tears of happiness. Because you guys are really helping, like, you guys are really helping the consciousness and the entire collective. You don't even realize how much you help us, because you give us strength. What I mean by that is, I explained this entire macro and micro thing in pile 2. So please, 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 I highly request and suggest you to watch pile 2 as well, please, just to understand this view. The mission that you're right now here is to really first observe and hold a mirror to us. Some of you are mirror souls, or you have this great ability to hold mirror to others, to hold mirror to us who are working at a macro level, and like, we are repairing at a macro level, but you are the ones who are actually helping us do that. It's almost if we are the ones ordering to build a building, you are the ones actually building it, or you are the ones actually helping to build us. You are the ones who actually help us to build a nation. So the observer card being here is giving me that you are a very old soul, okay? You could be galactic beings, star seeds. Excuse me. I don't know what's happening to my throat. Or you could be just a very old light worker. But you are here to observe. The reason I said you are a very old soul is because you remember what is to be done. Like, let's say if we are assigned, okay, if group B is assigned to actually come to earth and do all the works, do the wars and battlefield thing, you are the one, you are the, how we have an old man or an old woman always in a village guiding. You are supposed to be that for us, who knows, which direction we should be going. You are a very wise soul, a wisdom filled soul, and you choose to be quiet because you have this divine gift of not talking unnecessarily, but talking about things, to using your voice for the greater good. You are supposed to observe here, see how things are going, and when you see that things are not going correct, when you see that the people who were sent here to actually work for the community, for the unity, for the consciousness, for Mother Gaia, instead they are exploiting Mother Gaia, you then speak up, you then hold a mirror to us. And no place like home is reminding me of heaven. We at like group B as a collective, they are working at a macro level. They are, actually fighting the energy and spiritual war to, bring in the heaven on earth. But you have the biggest one. It's almost like being a referee in a cricket match, or being an umpire in a match, watching over. And you know how important, like, umpire and referees are very important. They're as important as the players. They look over. If we overlook at macro level, you look over us. Okay, and so this is a very important mission that you have, guys. You help us bring in the home, you help us bring in heaven, because you hold up a mirror to us. You, just by being a heaven or an angel like person. Some of you are really sweet, very very sweet. You have a very sweet voice, you talk very sweetly, very cutely, you have a very pleasant voice, and you are just very nice to everybody. And that being nice is showing us mirror that we need to be nice as well, we need to be sweet as well. You are an angel. Some of you are literally angel in disguise, I'm telling you. And you're here to almost observe us, like at from an eagle's viewpoint. See how we are doing. And you just have, I don't know, even if like I don't know if you're doing it this consciously or not. You have a really good communication stream, or you can contact to the heavens, and you are someone who is able to communicate to the spirits what's going on in this world, what is really actually happening. Or even if you are, let's say, a religious person, and you just pray to God and say, God, the government is doing stuff like these, like, the world is going into shit, etc. God listens. You're almost like a communicator or a postman to the heaven, postman to the God, postman to the divine. You're here to observe and not to react, and not to absorb as well. Because if you absorb the negative and demonic frequencies, the lower vibrational in the world right now, who is going to lead? Who's going to guide? Who's going to watch over us? Yeah, you're watching over us actually. Express your creativity. So many blues. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. You, like, even, okay, see, I'm like, I'm gonna give an example and try to make you understand your purpose. You know how we have artists painting, like painting from the past, um, 300 500 years ago, and they show us so much. Okay, they show so many deep emotions that we in waking life, we being busy in our own life and the works, we ignore to even realize those things. So this creativity is almost like you have been given a creative talent. It could be drawing, painting, sketching, writing, videography, photography, or just creating something, YouTube videos or something, like not YouTube videos, but I'm really getting creative, like drawing, sketching, writing poems, stories, etc., which reflects the higher vibrations. Okay, and just by you expressing your creativity, and in your creativity, heaven's energy flowing, the higher frequencies flowing in, help us as collective, the other beings, to really truly recognize what's going on. Things that we don't really see in the waking world consciousnessly. Okay, then we have love and accept yourself. Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self acceptance. Yeah, again, this is giving me a very sweet angel, that very sweet old lady in a village that gives sweets even to the rudest person, even to the arrogant ones, and to really help, who looks after each and every person. Just by you being so loving, caring, and compassionate, helps others who are not like that, who maybe have went through a lot of stuff which shaped them into being rude and arrogant. You help them realize that they can be loving as well. If you are so kind even to the most arrogant and rudest person, how, like, why can't they be? Okay, peace, yeah. Observer, again, there's this energy of you just anchoring in love, peace, and divine blessings and light within you. And you don't necessarily have to go fight a war. You might not be someone who likes to fight a war or to even fight at all. You just lie, like lying on your sofa watching good movies and to really being happy, and that being happy helps us because we need people like you to hold those higher frequencies, the frequencies of love, frequency of happiness, frequency of God, love, and peace. Okay, we have number 25, guidance of the fox. I am adaptable and find unique, even fun solutions for old problems. I'm telling you, either, like, it's not even either. You definitely are an old soul, a very wise person. People come up to you to find solutions. They come up to you with their problems, hoping for solutions, and they trust your guidance a lot. And this is helping at a micro level. I'm hearing just keep doing what you're doing. Like if you're actually, loving, being kind, etc., just keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing more you need to do because you're doing enough. You're doing more than the angels can ever ask of you. You have the number 15, with my thoughts, I co create with the universe. See, I told you there's this very strong energy of you being able to co-create directly, you having the direct, connection to the universe. Okay, it's almost giving me, I don't know his name, I forgot, but in Thor, okay, in Thor, oh my god, what was the place name? Thor's real home, and you know how there was this, guardian who has the access, like the guardian at the gate, and he knows whoever comes in and goes out, in Thor, in Marvel universe. I don't watch so much, but I forgot. You are that light, like you are able to do that. Okay, so okay, you're almost a gatekeeper, like, and a gatekeeper just observes, it protects and it observes. The gatekeeper does not necessarily get into fight, get into the war, unless until there's no option other than him entering, or there's something that happens that forces him to enter. You're the gatekeeper for us. Okay, let's see tarot cards. Yeah, wow, full moon rituals are very beneficial for you. Why were you born here on earth at this time? We have this seven of wands. Seven of wands, oh my god, wow, okay, seven of wands, six of wands. Damn, group threes, you are the one who is going to lead us to victory. I'm just telling you guys, because here's the thing. Seven of wands, if in the traditional tarot you will see a man putting sticks, almost like putting boundaries and a barrier kind of thing. This is what like a gatekeeper does, like you create a barrier between the negative and the positive, and you don't allow the negative influences to enter, and you just holding up to that barrier, you just holding your gates, holding that light, love, and kindness within you. You lead us to success with the six of wands. You lead us into the new earth, you lead us into the heaven on earth. Okay, because you don't give into that, and because you are so loving, you're so kind, and you're so compassionate, you might be confused as to why are you always like this, why everyone treats you so arrogantly or so rudely. It is not because you're doing something wrong, or you're being too cute, you're being too nice. No, nothing like that. It's just your ego conflicting with your soul, ego conflicting with your purpose and your soul calling. Okay, you you guys seem to me a very non-violence kind of person. Okay, the judgment here confirms it. Without you, we will have no judgment day, or we will never win, because you work at the micro level. You hold your energies down here on earth in the 3D world. We might be doing work in 5D, but you're the ones doing the tougher works in the 3D. Okay, and keep doing that. I'm just hearing, keep doing that. Keep doing whatever you're doing, and that is perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave you up to that, my dear group threes. This is what I have for you. I hope this reading brought you clarity and guidance that you needed. If you did, show me some of your love and compassion and support by liking, sharing, subscribing as well. Okay. So sorry for my throat. And I love you guys so much. I love you so, so, so much. And I'm very grateful. I feel very fortunate and honored to be able to read for you guys, and that you are in my community that I'm building. Thank you so much, Group Threes. And until next time, all of my highest vibrations and love to you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, beloved. May Gaia's love wrap around you like a warm wind, and may your path ahead be guided by truth, tenderness, and trust. Until next time, keep listening to the whispers of your soul. Keep following your soul. Trust, faith, and be blessed. All of my highest vibrations to you. Thank you so much.